Hey guys, I'm Yolanda Mabanga and you are tuned into another episode of Ubuntu Biz. I'm here in the outskirts of Pietermaritzburg to interview a young man by the name of Chris Jojo who runs this whole farm behind me. And believe it or not, he started from a young age of 6. And this is not his only business. I'm here to find out what else he does. And also, you need to keep it locked right here. There's a lot of wisdom around here, so just make sure that you do not miss out. Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I know I ambushed you with this interview, so I appreciate the fact that you were able to accommodate me and this lovely farm that you have at your disposal.
Yes.
I do follow you on TikTok, and I do understand that you've been in love with farming from a tender age. You were actually born into it.
Yes.
And you got into the mix of learning cattle and from, you can say, 6 years old, right?
Yes.
So tell me about that. How did it all start, your fascination for cattle?
Okay, so from as far as I can remember, I would say it's been in my head. I do not have a specific thing that just happened. For instance, when people are asking for toys, I'd be like, I want a chicken.
All right, really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
I used to have pets. So it started off as like asking for like, can I have like 6 chickens? Then they progressed. Vele at home we do have like a background in farming, so it was easier for me to access those things. But the love started from me just joking around as pets, then it ended up into a business.
So you were wanting chickens because Valley, you were exposed in that environment. You grew up around animals.
In a way, but in terms of, we had a farm, but I was too young to go to the farm, so I'd see chickens around the neighborhood and I want them at home. So I used to have chickens in the garage.
Yeah.
For myself. Then it progressed, then they introduced me to the family farm.
So when did you take over the family business where you officially now in charge and running the farming around?
I'd say a year. It's been a year.
It's been a year.
Only like taking over.
Okay.
But before I've always been under someone's wing.
Yeah.
But now it's progressed into something mina right now. Nabantu basekhaya bangisizayo.
So what exactly do you do? Like, what does the farm entail?
So my whole thing is that it's very expensive to buy a fully grown cow, as you can see in the background. So I started a thing whereby people can purchase a calf and raise it. So in terms of everything, I want everyone to go back to being like a producer country, you know. So people to make something, would say, by invest, because this is an investment. You can buy 3 in 10 years, you can have like 20 plus, depending on how you manage your thing. So it started from that. So now we're just pushing the whole agenda of, if you have the means, buy amankonyane, ifundise amankonyane, wakhulisa amankonyane, they turn into that. Then you can progress into the bigger breeds which you see behind us. Yeah.
So is it just cows at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment it's just cows, simply because I'm overwhelmed. Just
okay. Yeah.
I help people, teach them, also guide them. I also sell. I also wean calves. So I start them from the bottle until sebedlujani. So it's that whole pressure on top. Yeah.
What more do you want to do though? I know this is not the end all and be all.
I want to go commercially.
Okay.
Help the youth, because I feel like we have a lot of young people with bright ideas, but now we don't have resources to like motivate them. So as you can see here, I could take kids, teach them how to actually raise animals, like from chickens, goats, because I do have experience with that, but now I'm focusing more on the cattle. But I'm hoping one day I can reach a level whereby I can teach people at the same time supply, because we do have a lot of imports coming in the country which is affecting us, because feed is very expensive. And at the same time, I also believe people should eat what we grow on our land, and that's going to open more jobs.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Chris, you did talk about your hands are tied at the moment. You have a lot on your plate.
Yes.
But most of the time, farmers tend to have their own butchery, or they have a person that they supply. Let's talk more about that. Do you ever plan on opening a butchery, and what's your customer base like?
Okay, so I would love to obviously grow into producing, because I feel like senze ide what because Yabo isandla sami. Yabo lezi inkomo lezi. Believe it or not, zonke zingaphansi kwa 3 years. And
What?
yeah, even in a male ingaphansi kwa 3 years. So if I were to have enough space to obviously accommodate more, it go be butcher thing to start on a daily and keep up. So now the issue is the space. I'm limited to space and lack. Yeah. Then in terms of my clients, they start from as young as 15. Because I don't only sell old cows. So I have young females, young boys coming here. Mhlambe is 15 fe nomzali simfundise as a pace like as I started aphume now too.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
So by the time about 20, hopefully lo muntu uyobe senenkomo mhlambe plus minus 15 20. That's the goal. Kahle kahle. So lana kuningi versatile. We want to help people to know what they're doing. Futhi nakhona not textbook wise, because you could search it but akufana la imithi esisebenzisa khona imithi engekho eyitolo that we have learned ukuthi works better, like charcoal helps with the stomach for poisoning and irritated stomach, but mokufunda lokho kwezinye indawo abakusebenzisa, but it works wonders.
Oh wow.
So it's just now a thing of obviously trying to open more jobs for the youth. Abantu bakwazi ukuzotraina lana, even abantu abakufundele bakwazi ukuthi bazopractice into abayifundele endaweni futhi eyaphambili, because lana ngizama ukuthi si-accommodate the youth, even umuntu omdala akwazi ukuthi no yawushiya umsebenzi, because it is possible to live off of cows. Inkinga ukuthi kumele uwazi ukuthi wenzani, ube nawo futhi namandla ukuthi ube nomhlaba. Kahle into ebalekile umhlaba ne-knowledge. After that wena noNkulunkulu.
So would you say a person wants to start farming at this given moment in time, if they have work, would it be advisable to leave that work there and then, or just do it part-time while you're still learning?
I would say do it part-time.
Okay.
Until you get the hang of it, because njengoba ngisho akufani ukuthi udayisa mhlambe iphone lana sikhuluma ngento ephilayo, so anything can go wrong. Njengoba bephila manje kangena isifo that's very expensive engekho budget, so if unenye into obalance ngayo uyakwazi ukuthi usheshe ukhule kahle kahle ukwazi ukubalancisa, because lana let's just say one buys for the first 3 months because you are new, they eating every day. Now abasebenzi bakho nangu khona ogulayo, veterinarian, zonke lezo expense that you need to cover yourself because ngeke bangahle. Bakhula ngakho ukudla, and futhi bongabaphakeli they die ebhlungu, and if they die you lose money.
You are very focused on the issue of training and coaching young people.
Yes.
Where does this manifest from, and what are you hoping to do in that sphere?
It comes from, I have a lot of friends who are not as fortunate as me, who have a lot of ideas, and basha ukuthi kuyabiza nongazi, so they do not have the necessary things to pursue whatever they want to be. And if you look at the current situation in the country, youth is not prioritized as it should. So I'm trying to use the platform I have with the knowledge to just try and help someone else, in as much as it's a business, but at the same time ufike la uphuma na something, because baningi abadayisayo ukuthenga ukuthi uthenga inkomo ufike ekhaya ungazi ukuthi wenzani. That's now ufike udlala ngemali yakho, kanti mawufika la abantu abaningi sebefike la baphume nolwazi, baphuma ne direction with how to actually maneuver the market, because you can have cows but if you don't know where to sell or what to do with them, kuyafana ukuthi futhi udlala nemali yakho.
I was actually going to bring that up because I mean umuntu would be like right now, okay, I want to be a farmer, but it takes a lot of wisdom, it takes years of experience. So from your own understanding, how long do you think it would take for a person to be like, okay, today I want to be a farmer, to actually start farming and making it a business? Like, what's the time frame?
It depends. So if you're gonna start with calves like that are still on the bottle, it will take longer. If you're gonna start with fully grown ones, it will take a shorter time. So let's just say you start with the baby ones, the ones with milk. It will take you, if you're gonna put them on a feedlot whereby we have a pagela, exen and dambam, they grow faster. You can manage them, so they grow with feed. So if you feed them more, they gain more, especially if you're using beef breeds.
Okay.
So it really depends on how you manage your system. So there's various ways. Some people let them graze. It's good, but at the same time you can't manage the weight, because the key thing is the weight. Because they can be 12 months, but if they have the market requirements, you can start selling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And let's talk about global warming. I mean, this change of weather, does it not affect your business at all?
To some farmers it does. In a 70 feet lot, we buy food.
Okay.
So as you can see, we use hay, we use the mesh. So even if koniso miso nan, we don't get affected.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we just use even our scraps from farms. Sometimes we do get some cabbage nan to fatten them up. And that also helps ukuthi is njenge foot and mouth, nama diseases wathola ngokuspread. Because if your animals are secured, you can manage them, so you can track them, you can know how to goals, you can have goals. No, it's doing by this time, so I need to push. Is it more with bakulpale, or is it more with about posy amans? Because even amans give them amandla ukuthi badle futhi. Because if bezo emadlelweni amanzi akude, they spend time moving around. The only thing they do is eat. Okay.
Interesting. You are so full of wisdom. Who taught you all this wisdom? Is this something that you chose yourself while growing up, or you learned it from your grandfather? Who instilled all this knowledge on you?
I would say various people. So at home, even outside, because I used to also go to farms. Then I'll also learn. So I also believe ukuthi ezinye izinto ifunda ngokuhamba. So I've been in the game for more than 10 years. So okuningi ngifunde nge-trial and error.
Okay.
I don't have a specific person, but you could say my grandpa had a role. You can say the community, because I come from a place where farming is the life.
Oh, okay.
Of us. So
Yeah.
Inteni sifundisene.
Okay, I understand that you did bring up some challenges, but like briefly, please just break it down to me. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered in the world of farming?
Challenges is high feed costs, especially if umuntu or ungaqhamuki from a family who's like a rich family, or funding. If you don't have funding, it can get very difficult, because I'm running out of space. Space is now an issue, because I'm getting a lot of people who are interested in farming, who I want to help, but now in King I don't have space. I have people who live very far, like suburb, who they call a residential area, so you can't have farm animals. Abasho, if possible, elukhoka ungadele ungitrain while ngisabheka indawo nakhona sikwazi. Even for labo babonayo, njengoba babona bebancane, I could have more. I want to have more, but amandla now. Ukudla nakhona futhi it's very expensive, because I do believe ukuthi the prices are too high to make a profit kahle. So you really need to know what you're doing. And that's why a lot of farmers close, because if uzovela uqala ungazi ukuthi uzodayisa uzothenga ukudla for the right prices, so the market is not easy.
Are you making a profit?
Yeah, but not as much to grow. To keep myself alive.
Okay.
Just to feed them, pay for the people who are helping me, because it's too much. But for now, it's not enough to expand, which is everyone's goal. Business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, these things that you have to learn along the way is intense.
Hey, as I told you, I formula lana ufunda ngendlela. Once you know what you're doing, ezinye izinto will fall in place. Because esinye istory somunye umuntu asifani nesami, but lana into nje ukuthi kumele uwazi wenzani, nanokuthi ube negoal ukuthi okay, mina ngifuna, because la kuyahlukana. You could be a calfer, you could be selling cows, so you ayamitha wazalise udayisa amankonyane, or ungathatha laba ubase ilaheni, or you can be umuntu oproduce ama-breed abizayo, so ukuthi unama-bronze mara blamani nje buwabona la. These are expensive, so nathi sirange kanjalo. We trying to accommodate everyone. It's okay, umuntu ofuna i-breed ayithole, umuntu ofuna inkonyane ayithole, umuntu ofuna inkomo yokuhlatshwa ayithole. Lapho ke singena khona still land. Yeah.
I'm looking at all of this work, and I can't imagine you working for yourself, by yourself. I'm sure you have a team behind you.
Yeah.
How many people work for the business?
Currently 5.
Currently 5.
Yes. So basplitekile khona abadila ngenkomo ezindala right now, kukhona abangisiza enceliseni, kukhona futhi abangisiza nje just maintenance around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you keep talking about how you need the expansion of more land per se. So let's talk about funding. Are you looking for funding? Do you want funding? How much funding are you wanting? Let's just break that part down so that we know what we're dealing with here.
Okay. So I would love to get funding because better funding would mean expansion, and expansion would mean more opportunities for people, and that's zonke lezi zinto engiyibala would be in a way possible. So people would get an opportunity to learn, people would get an opportunity to work, which are one of those problems we have in South Africa. Ukuthi abantu bayayifuna into abanalo ulwazi, abantu bafuna umsebenzi ayikho umsebenzi. So if I were to get funding, those things would be possible. Nanokuthi if funding was given, sengiyakwazi ukuthi even nenyama, equality yenyama ikwazi ukuthi ibe ngcono into, because I do know ama shortcuts that are done to profit. So my goal is to just do it more natural.
Do I want to talk about that? No, I'm joking. You were saying.
Hey, but yeah, bakhona abantu, there are methods of cutting costs. Uthola inkukhu eqinile. I'm not going to say why eqinile, but eqinile. Uthola inkomo eqinile, yabo. So I also want to also give abantu ukudla okright, because nami ngiyakuthanda ukudla. So ngiyafisa ukuthi umuntu adle ukudla okright, ungakutholi kuphela ezitolo ezibizayo kuphela, uthole nje kube khona. And leyo nto izosiza even abantu, because if umuntu ekwazi ukuyikhulisela ukudla kwakhe ngiyaphinda nami.
Yeah.
Yabo uma nenkomo noma kuthiwa ulenza ibhizinisi, ubalekela into eziningi, maningi ama-chemical asetshenziswa commercial. Kanti la uma uyikhulisela ukudla kwakho uyitshalela la, umuntu useyakwazi ukutshala kanjani properly, umuntu uyakwazi ukuyikhulisela isilwane sakhe, udla into oyikhulisile. Because kuningi nje, I don't want to go into detail, but just know as a farmer, I want for people ukuthi bathole a product right, nanokuthi leyo product iyobe ikhuliswa la eSouth Africa. Ngoba let ama-imports ngisakhala ngayo kodwa asikhona futhi angikhali ngedwa. Yeah. So if ngikwazi ukugrow, I would be able to manipulate the market ukuthi isebenzele abantu, hayi abantu bokuhamba. Yeah.
I understand this is not your only business though. Tell me more about your other ventures.
Okay, so I am Anginali Kish. So I have a mobile kitchen. So I'm supplying, I'm producing. I don't know if you call it producing, but I'm selling food in Joburg now. Kale like KZN, but I saw there's a Vasa market, and most of my followers are from Joburg as well. So I have that business. Now khona futhi ehlupha umasipala. Bafuna ama permits abangawakhiphi. So la eMaritzburg isaxoshwa yilokho. There was a lot of young business owners who started with me. Adisavala ngenxa ukuthi moya ema-office they tell you ukuthi awekho amaphepha, but maybe ezokuvala futhi bathi amaphepha awanawo. So asazi wathathe. So
wow.
I ran away saye eGoli to start ingcono khona. Yeah.
Hectic.
Eish. Njengoba ngitshela, if ungenawo connection uzoqala ibhizinisi, it's very hard, especially as a young entrepreneur.
So you're always just surrounded by food, DJ. I mean, hence why you're a food influencer on TikTok.
Yes. Now ikhona passion yakhona, I love cooking as well.
Oh, okay.
So I did hospitality in high school. I didn't study it further because I'm busy here now. But that's where the energy to the passion to start Ikishi started from high school. I've always been business minded. So ngagithi ngibhala ama exam esikoleni, I had a business somewhere somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, baqhubeka kanjalo kwasho ukuthi ke la eKZN bafuna amaphepha abangawakhiphi.
Is there anything that you feel like, oh, if I did something differently at this certain point in my life, things would have gone differently?
So I kinda wish ukuthi angiqala ngaqala ibhizinisi la lokudla. Ngaqala ngaqhubeka ukuventure, because the money I spent that time angithi bahlukumezile lapha in terms of I invested, ngathenga ikhishi nani, so I had to close down and relocate. So I ended up making a loss. Leyo mali I always say kube yangena mhlambe somewhere einkomeni or because farming for me is more stable.
Yeah.
Right now, because ukudla baningi abakwenzayo.
Yeah.
So that I'm using my influence to sell, but the main source of income is still in farming. Yeah.
So social media actually does play a very big role in your businesses.
Yes, because I'm able to reach everyone all over the country. Because I have people from Cape Town coming to KZN to buy currently.
Do you have any words for a person who wants to be a farmer? What would you tell them? Something that you wish you knew a long time ago that you know now, as far as venturing into this business is concerned.
I would say start small. Keep your production very small. Keep yourself, like, don't overspend or overinvest ungakafundi, because in farming, in as much as ungazi ukuthi wenzani, like myself, or you could go to any farm school, but I feel like i-theory futhi yak-test, so you practical. So if you know i-theory but ungakazi ube practically la eplazini, it's a different game. And some people have the passion but bayavila because lana kuyavuka kuyasetshenzwa, so abanye bagcina behluleka. So I would say stay small long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. So mina, I would say gina 10 ngaqala amakhona 100.
Oh wow.
I think 40 died
Oh.
because I didn't have the space or the knowledge for that skill. So the ile yonke eshaya abantu umuntu ufika abe nemali abona ukuthi no, I can start with 20 cows, but if ungakazi ukwenze nokukhulisa inkomo eyodwa, it can be very challenging bese beba u20.
Uthi kuyavuka lana, what time do you wake up?
Makhona ama newborn amankonyana azelwe mhlambe sometimes 3, sometimes 4.
Wow.
So silala futhi late because afuna ube vigilant, and we always say prevention is better than a cure. So early detection is very vital in the industry farming, especially livestock, because into ungayibona engathi ikuthi kanti sila eduze and it's very lethal njengoba kukhona amadela. So every day before balai we check everything, like ama-hooves, imlomo, ukuthi there's no sign of any infection. Khona odlayo, khona ongadli nani nani. So njengoba ngisho, you have to have the passion and uyinikele, because laba bakhula ngothando ne-consistency.
Oh, wow.
Especially ama-calves. Ama-calves, if go 5 o'clock ubancelisa, every time it has to be 5 o'clock. If uzoyishintsha i-system uzobalimaza soon.
Hey, I'm telling you. And here we are. We just one day want to wake up and be like, I want to be a farmer. And it doesn't work like that. Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I wish you all the best for your farming and food business.
Yes.
And hopefully we're going to be here soon when you do venture out and blossom and etc, etc, etc. For people watching who don't know where to find you on the socials, where can they get a hold of you?
Currently, I'm only using one page, which is TikTok, but I am going to go back to IG. I just deactivated it, but just Chris Jojo _RSA.
Okay.
Chris George. Mote Chris George. Akekho omnye Chris George.
Okay.
Nomungathi Chris futhi kuvela mina.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bonga.